Hello, community. Collective, welcome to Sunny's Tarot, or welcome back to Sunny's Tarot. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, these are going to be general messages for the community, for the collective. Please take what resonates and leave what does not resonate in your situation. If you would like a personal reading, all my information for that will be linked in the description box below. We have the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. Overall energy is the Eight of Swords. Okay. The Eight of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. It looks like here. Overall energy in regards to feeling stuck. Okay, somebody could be feeling stuck in a situation, or somebody could be feeling stuck in regards to their movement or something. Could be in regards to their progression. Could be in regards to their growth in a situation. They are feeling stuck. Some of you guys, this could be you or your person feeling this way, but somebody could be, it could cause a person to feel really anxious. It could cause a person to start overthinking. Could be self-critical or self-judgmental on yourself. Okay. It has something to do with a karmic is now in a situation where there are karmics that are placed in a situation where they aren't having much movement and they are stuck. Okay, divine is placing order where there was a specific karmic trying to pull you down into hell almost. It felt like there was a frequent visitor that kept visiting you frequently. There was a karmic that kept appearing frequently in regards to your progression and how things are going in your life and how things are going in your on your journey. Some of you guys, somebody doesn't really know what it is you got going on for yourself. A lot of you guys changed over the years, and there's a specific karmic that's noticed how much you've changed over the years or over time, even in regards to different lifetimes. I hope you guys hear because there's background. That it was weird because just started talking when I started this video. So it's something to do with the karmic wants to start functioning or wants to start getting involved with you during a time that is progressing for you. Like a karmic kind of wants to keep darting in front of the next step for you to take in your progression. So you haven't been able to receive however many times that kept showing up or popping up or approaching your life. Like a karmic wants to dart in front as soon as you're about to take your next step. Divine wasn't able to give you this Ace of Pentacles. Some of you guys may have felt like you missed out on multiple opportunities when really divine has been saving, giving you an offer or giving abundance to you, because divine kept seeing, and all your spirit guides is like, yeah, your spirit guides know, and was telling you that a specific karmic kept blocking your way. And in how they were blocking your way, how was they blocking your way? They kept darting in front of the moment of it's time for you to receive, or kept darting in front of the moment on how you attracted this receiving to you that is put on pause, that you haven't received all of it just yet. Some of you guys, you have received in your past based on the work that you've done, but at this time you feel a feeling of being stagnant and or stuck, because the karmic wants to invade in your next produce, however you produce in the spirit realm, and they want to invade in you receiving, to try to leech on and attach to your frequency, and they want to try to pull you down to failure. That's why there's a feeling of feeling stuck, and that could have happened multiple times where things manifested where it may have felt like something failed or something didn't work or a plan didn't go the way you wanted it to, or flow didn't end up going the way that it was divinely supposed to in a situation. That's most of the reason why your intuition and your hunches likes to move in silence. Somebody, For somebody in specific, there was a karmic that tried to block your movement in silence as if you wasn't going to have any movement. So we all felt, even your spirit guides was feeling like, yeah, you're, for those of you that doesn't normally talk about your plans or doesn't normally talk to people about certain things, the karmic made it where there was no way for you to have, blocking the way, so wanted to know your business somewhere and was talking about it and trying to involve and wrap themselves in your plans behind the scenes, and or try to have permission from you somehow in a conversation. And that's being cleared out. Any hidden intentions just to try to pull you down, that they're not making it known, that they're not making something, or they're not speaking up, is being cleared out. There's a lot of somebody isn't communicating or somebody isn't speaking up on important things. Like, you could communicate with people, like more than likely you do talk to someone, or you do talk to people, but there's a specific karmic that wants to know all your business details just so they can talk about it to leave you stuck somewhere. There's a karmic that is like starving, desperate to try to know your information, your business, to try to talk about you or to try to pull you down, to affect your progress. A lot of you guys, you're very selective about what it is that you tell people. And there's a karmic that was way too focused on your routine and your cycle, way too focused on the movement that you're doing, that you're acting upon. The movement that you are acting upon, that you are acting on a movement that the divine is giving you downloads. There's a karmic trying to snoop into your business to know that divine's working with you somewhere. That's the first thing the karmic knows, is that divine's working with you. So wants to continue to try to step or cross boundaries that's no longer going to work, because I do see a karmic soon stuck or in a state of suspense where they don't have all the movement to just try to invade or try to pull somebody down to hell in their level. A karmic wanted to try to pull you down to their level. Okay, for those of you guys, it seems like things are, in regards to a karmic cycle, is getting more intense. It seems like the things are intensifying in a situation. And the karmic wanted to try to stunt your receivings and how it is that you earn your receivings. When it comes to a twin flame soulmate connection, or it just could be a connection in general, whether it's twin flame soulmate or just a regular connection with somebody at career, somebody that you meet outside, something going on in the store, like cashier, something significant about cashier, or picking stuff up from the store, or making phone calls, being put on hold, trying to speak to a live representative, something to do with connecting with people or connections. The karmic I did see here continues to try to take the form of a lion, continues to take the form of the person that has the most strength or the winning side. So since you are winning and in the act of winning every time you move, or every time you are in a movement of your regular routine or cycle, that for some reason you're feeling stuck because you have a normal movement. You're trying to have things moving going on. You have a normal routine, cycle, schedule, flow in your life. The karmic tries to become you because you're strong enough. It seems like you're strong enough, you're intelligent enough, you're brave enough, you are enough in a situation to receive. You keep hitting high points in your life as enough to receive. Most karmics gave up long time ago when it comes to their own life. There's a lot of marks they missed. There's a lot of opportunities they missed that flew by, that the karmic recognized in you that you deserve, or that you are attracting a lot of success and opportunities, and all the karmic wants to do is try to pull you down to their level. and was constantly invading in connections. The karmic tried to constantly cause problems in connection, and you're communicating with people, waiting for the time for you to have a open opportunity to shut it down, to try to pull you down that way, to have to had pulled someone else down that could have received really good help or really good service from you, but saying it's pulling you down. The divine has placed a karmic to be the one delusional. A karmic divine knows, because there's a karmic divine knows that's in an imprisonment that's already devised full. So they're under control, because there is karmics running around out of control, and then there's karmics running around that's under divine's imprisonment in control. So the ones divine knows of is what is trying to be the winner in your movement and starting to try to cause problems. This way, things are a little bit more under control, because there was a lot of unexpected delays, setbacks, and holds in regards to your progression. Because if it wasn't for the karmics causing all this out of control problems, or just out of control, knowing that they're doing things out of control, so that's why they keep doing it, because somebody doesn't yet have control over them. That's how come you're stuck. And you would have had movement, and you would have been further, like you feel, like like you see, you envision yourself to be. That is all correct. It's the karmic in the way and getting out of the way, because there is a new karmic that's devised up, that divine is now placed in a position to try to have your strength and to try to win, because you are winning. So with this Knight of Pentacles here, because the karmic are still out of control, and as they're out of control, there's an example of what's already controlled, that now karmics is thinking, like, are they really the strong one? Like, are they really the one with all the strength? Are they really the winner? Already in fear before divine hits them, like before they get hit, and it's going to be nonstop. That's what the karmic already is feeling. The karmic's already feeling like seeing somebody that's already restricted, and whatever divine is showing these karmics that's out of control and still out of control, they already feel that when they get hit, it's going to be ongoing and nonstop. And they ain't even restricted yet. So with this Knight of Pentacles here, it looks like in the physical, things are moving slow for you to receive. Things are looking like it's moving a bit slow for you to receive, because those karmics is in so much fear that it's literally blocking the flow. Karmics is placed in so much fear that it's really blocking the flow, and that's what you're feeling, this stuck feeling. There is a new type of you're stuck, and it's because the karmics have so much fear. There's a new anxious anxiety and a new overthink taking place, because the karmics is so scared. I'm picking up on here that there's something that somebody will be receiving that was put on pause and stuck. There was a specific spirit guide of yours, a specific divine being that was pretty much held in prison. This could have even been you. You could have been held under a karmic restriction of some sort. The karmic had restricted you somewhere in a past life, because of somehow you've connected to it. So it used that, like, in a past life you were connected to that karmic, and since you're a divine being, what are you doing connecting to it? At the time, yeah, it was like weird. At the time, somebody's insecure and still insecure because you can connect to whoever you want to connect to and whoever you feel like connect to. Question is, why were they blocking your way to force you to have to connect to them? So a karmic was like trying to hold you restricted. Then you don't know who the karmic is, or you may know who the karmic is, but the karmic doesn't act karmic in the physical around you. They held on to what are you doing associating with a karmic when you're a divine being. Question is, what are they doing holding you restricted and blocking your way to force you to connect to them? So the karmics has a lot of questions as they're unrestricted. The karmics trying to take control, thinking they're the one with the strength. They're speaking up finally after not talking. And there's about in something soon to play out. Something soon to play out. Something to do with a car. The karmic is making a lot of threats under their breath. They're trying to under their breath make a bunch of threats. They're still not talking, speaking up. They're trying to have things move against you and divine secretly. They're trying to hold secrets. They're trying to make threats under their breath. They're trying to look for a way to try to override how much fear they're in. Really, those are all looking for a way to try to override how much fear that they're in, and try to reverse who's putting who in fear. That's what it's really doing. It's like lying on who's scaring who and why is someone scary, trying to soothe their fear. It looks like here. So be aware of a karmic trying to now look like the best opportunity for you. Be aware of the karmic now trying to control things. There is a high level of control here when everything is beautiful. It looks like in a situation that's supposed to be divinely beautiful, divine movement, peaceful, balance. Things has balanced out. Things are soon, or it has been balanced out in a situation from a past imprisonment that things were in balance. The karmic had a bunch of control. It looks like that they want to play out them in control over the whole situation, not saying nothing, staring, focused, and they want to play out how they're in control. It looks like in a setting that is beautiful, in a setting that is balanced, that is beautiful, that should be going divine ways smoothly, but there is a lot of rough bumps in the road. There's problems showing up here and there because they wanted to play out them being in control of themselves. Though they're not restricted, they want to play out control in control of what? Of themselves. Divine didn't restrict them yet. Those karmics running around out of control, that they control themselves. They were like, divine being is doing something to divine, like it's because the divine being was talking to the karmic in the past life or in the past, or could be talking to a karmic now and not talking to divine or another divine being. So they wanted to like use that, like I was saying. Somebody, it was like, what? Move out the way. The karmic don't got friends. The karmic, they're like, would you lonely? What do you mean? Because somebody connected to you, you're blocking them. What are you, lonely? So a karmic trying to play out That's what divine is like, because the karmic wants to get you to think that divine's mad at you, or divine beings are mad at you in a situation and try to force it. Or nothing moves. The karmic is what's blocking movement as well. Could still be blocking movement. It looks like with these pentacles, divine has full control now over the entire thing, over everything in the situation. In specific, something to do with the physical, like feeling like the physical realm and things that goes on in the physical, is something playing out in the physical realm, had a lot of um contributions to you feeling restricted or stuck in the moment. Okay, physical problems made it where you felt restricted or stuck in specific, because you're spiritual, you're ascending, you're working on yourself, but a lot of times this physical realm, some people blame the matrix, or say it's a matrix, something to do with the matrix could be significant. Something about this physical realm is was restricting you, and is no longer, or soon to be cleared out, because there was a karmic that tried to have control over the whole thing. It looks like here, as if they were the owner. So the karmic, this karmic I'm talking about, that will invade when you're progressing, when you have earned a level of earnings, was a high level karmic, that if it was to have manifested in the physical, it wanted to be in a position of authority to check on people's workings and their earnings, and try it. And because of that karmic, it was blocking leaders, people that can help you in this physical, where you wouldn't be stuck. That's why, due to some sort of interaction with it in the past, because that's what it was on, and has gotten off of it. Trying to control how it is that you are flowing in your life, and what it is that you do in your life and in your flow, is now divine to hold on to and control, and focus on, and step in every time you're moving, and step in every time you're about to receive from your actions, that you earn your earnings. Okay, that is your general message. This message was longer than my normal messages, but I hope that this message resonated with you. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, all my information will be linked in the description box below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.